how's it going today? I heard on the show today you really like this NBA card tonight.
Yes, it's my favorite. I love it when I get big giant point spreads. It's my favorite thing ever.
I
It's
know.
kind of like having all minus 500 on hockey. I feel like we have those days some
Oh
days too.
yes, yes. It's one of those days in the NBA. Yeah, but there are ways to beat it, and Mindy found a way to beat it. So tonight we got a game tonight here between the Lakers and the Thunder. Here, the Lakers are here be home laying 5 now. The total sits here at 231.
Yeah, so I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I'm just going to look at a team total. We don't do these, too often because we can't really have them rated on our back end here on Tony's Picks website. But today, we covered pretty much everything on the morning's team show, and it's one of those that if me and Ramon agreed on the morning steam, I might have a premium here on the other side. So I'm trying to find, something to keep some secrets, something to, get you, just something a little bit different here today. So we're going to look at the team total here for OKC. That's where we're headed. So, when I do my modeling, I kind of take a look at, of course, all the home and away numbers, how you've been shooting, your turnovers, rebounds, of course, the pace of play. And I have this OKC team here that has huge differences between their home and away work for whatever reason that may be. So this Thunder team on the road just really lacks scoring. So when I take a look at their last 5 games, here's how they look. 105, 101, 111, 102, and 110. And then if I take a look at this OKC team here at home, here's where they are. 124, 121, 137, and 130. Oh, I might have missed one. 129 and 130. So it's one of these things that I have this one today modeled out at about a 105, 106 game here playing against this Lakers team. Me and Ramon, we agreed that we kind of think that the Thunder's probably going to get this one with the points. It's kind of where we're looking. But I just don't think that this Oklahoma City team can get to a team total of 113 and a half. So I'm going to go under that number, under the 113 and a half here today. That's going to be, kind of where I'm looking. I know it was the last time when they played in February versus the Lakers, right? This is one that we were talking about that, LeBron needed a big day and all that kind of stuff. And he did. He put up like 38 points. SGA put up 30. So they wound up having a 130 to 133 game back in the day. But I just don't think with how everyone's been playing here in the month of March that we're going to get any close to any sort of totals like that.
All right, Mindy here on Thunder team total under 113 and a half. We are seeing this total crash down from an opener of 233 when you look at the overall number here, and much of it, as you said, Mindy, and kind of what I. Again, what we talked about yesterday when I was on the Clippers last night, I know a lot of people didn't agree with me on that Clipper game, and it comes down to the flaws that we see with OKC and shooting the basketball, especially on the right. I gave you those road numbers yesterday, and nothing really has changed. And again, you put this Thunder team under a magnifying glass. There are a lot of warts there that you can expose. The Clippers did that. We saw them run away in the second half. This team lacks scoring, lacks shooting. On the road, as you mentioned, the numbers have been atrocious for this Thunder team away from home. I mean, look at their last 7 on the road. They're shooting just 41%, 31% from 3. Hey, that's good in college basketball, right? I hate to say that, but we're praising these teams that can't shoot in college basketball. We're seeing the shooting teams advance in these tournaments, guys, and that's really what's happening. But again, the Thunder just can't shoot, can't score here on the road, as you mentioned.
Well, and that's a thing, right? So if you kind of really look at it, what is the difference? You can't say it's SGA, right? He's averaging 30 back then, and he's still averaging 30 now. Maybe it's Giddy a little bit. I kind of think that maybe he's tailored off some, where he was averaging maybe 20 points before. Now he's kind of sometimes even below the teens, maybe 7 or 9 points. Or is it maybe Jalen Williams? I mean, he's playing really well, but he has nights that he's just totally off also. And I don't know exactly why they're playing so bad on the road. I think it just comes down to, for whatever reason, they get really sluggish, especially on here like today where it's the third day of a 4-game road trip. And I think that's kind of been the trend as they get farther along on the road trip. They just don't play well. They just are this, anomaly, kind of like how Golden State is or whatever. These teams that just can't really win on the road, or they may win, but they're not putting up big numbers here on the road at all. And it's one of those, like, I think the Lakers have a little bit better defensive team also. And so, I mean, I think that is going to be able to help keep this number down. I think basically, I think it's going to be right in within that point spread of the six. I think we're kind of looking right at that number. I just don't see any way that they're going to just suddenly go back to how they did in February and put up 130 points on an away court.
Yeah, that's the score there. Of course, Ramon there with the report there on the chat here with Russell. He did just hit the injury report just a few minutes ago.
Okay.
In with hip soreness. It is basically questionable there right now for D'Angelo Russell. These games are very important right now, especially with OKC. This is a team that the Lakers are battling with. They have the exact same record going into this game. So this, again, as we talked about a few days ago when they played OKC, an important game. This is just as important here. Remember when LeBron broke the record? This is when they broke the record, and then the drama ensued. But the Lakers have been playing really good defense since the All-Star break, since they made these moves here. And of course, OKC will be clean coming in this back-to-back spot. But again, I will make note here, this is a live line that you're seeing in from a Las Vegas sportsbook. So if these lines move, or they may vary from what you see, or sometimes our cappers go, because this is a very sharp number. This is about the lowest total you're going to see, because a lot of the sharp money in this sharp book, where a lot of the big bettors are. Listen, all the big bettors hang out in these books that take all the action. And you've seen this one crushed down to 230. I'm still seeing 232.5. In some of these other books that, let's just face it, they turn away the winners, right? And then what's left are the guys that don't win. So obviously, guys that don't win like to bet over. So you're going to see bigger numbers in some of these other books, Mindy.
Right. I think that's true, right? And that's the thing is, you can just go ahead and pull up your phone. And like I said, you can look at that last matchup. And that's what I think a lot of people are going to see, where they're like, well, that was a 260 game. Why is this, sitting where it is? And so it's always perception. And I think, when handicapping, you always kind of have to, basically kind of tell a story with your numbers, right? And try to get the whole of where everything's going to give you that little bit of lean against these Vegas numbers.
Absolutely there. So Mindy coming in here with a team total pick here. We're going to get a team total here for the Thunder. We're not going to worry about the Lakers scoring because
Right.
you never know, especially this is a back-to-back here for the Thunder. So they could come off the tank here. And you don't want to touch the number there, but we'll go Thunder team total under 113.5. This one have a start time 10:30 Eastern time. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com for tonight's action. Lots on the board today. As source again, let's bring up the numbers here for Mindy. 1,965 units of profit. She's been an absolute fire for 2023. Tonight we've got we got still the four from the Sweet 16 here for Friday. A big NBA card, 10 games on the board, NBA, NHL as well. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, I'm mostly, being nervous and wasting time until my Blue Jays play tonight at 8 p.m. Central. Excited for this one. I mean, it could be, a really good opportunity for the Jays here. But it's one of those, it's Ramon's on his team with San Diego State. And we know this is about as far as they get in the tourney, right? So we kind of are hoping for great things. But, deep down inside, we always have that little bit of reservation that we shouldn't get too excited about what's going to happen tonight. But I'm in on all 4 college basketball games here today. Was pretty selective yesterday. Just had the win with FAU, getting the 5.5 points yesterday. And then also in on 5 games in the NBA. So I feel like we got it covered here between my plays, the morning's team, and whatever Ramon has. I'm sure he's filling in the rest. So we're all ready to go in the NBA. So you could definitely pick up a 5-pack there. And then, of course, I only have one play in the NHL. It was one of these, weird 3-game cards. Me and Ramon never really agreed on much today because it is kind of just one of those wonky days. Big favorites, minus money on the puck lines. Not anything that we want to take a favorite to win by 2 with how things are going. Totals were right on as well. So only one play here today that I could find in order to give my subscribers the best of the best chance here in winning. But yeah, I've been really excited with how my handicapping is moving. So we're ready to get forward, finish strong here in college basketball, NBA, NHL, and then of course get on the handicapping for Major League Baseball that we're all excited for. Coming up, what'd you say, like a week's time? A week yesterday?
Thursday coming up.
Not
Yeah.
much time. Not much time left before we get rolling on baseball, and then I can start to feel the warmth on my arms instead of going outside and it's still chilly, which I don't really like.
That's right. Let's get excited here. Let's see if I'm excited about our Phillies. They have some bad news with their first
Oh yeah.
baseman out for the year. But anyway,
Oh no.
yes, so we're getting some of the injuries there. That was a big one there, the first baseman out. But anyway, you get on board with Mindy over at TonySpicks.com. You can see the 3-pack here from college basketball, the 3-pack up there right now. Also, an NBA, a 5-pack. Remember, these are in orange, are all a profit guarantee. They must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credited back to your account for site credits. That is profit guarantee. All on the one-day passes. Best bets from college basketball as well as the NBA here. She's got a best bet up there. Thunder Lakers a best bet. Of course, Xavier, Texas. She's telling you the teams. So there you go. So
Right.
giving you some information. So I get on board there with Mindy. Best bets on the board. $15 premium play. The Xavier, Texas game is up there as well. And of course, instead of buying these plays all individually, you may opt for the 1 month all sports pass. Get all of Mindy's premium plays for 30 days. That's all of her, the remainder of the NCAA tournament. Remember, we got NIT semifinals and finals next week. We also have NHL. We're going to get you some playoff action here as the NFL finishes about April 14th, if I'm not mistaken. NBA play-in rounds is April 11th with the play-in round there. So we got the play-in round, the first round of the playoffs. A lot of that's covered within that 30 days. We'll be almost 4 weeks into baseball. Maybe I'm pretty sure Mindy will be ready with some action in Major League Baseball.
Yes.
She needs the data coming in, so you'll get probably maybe a good week of baseball there from Mindy as she gets in all the data coming in from all these years in baseball. We got the pitch counts, we got bigger bases, no more shifting. So we'll see how all this factors into it. It should be an exciting time as baseball is around the corner. So guys, be sure to check this out there as well and get on board with Mindy. Reminder, guys, the promo code here on that, you'll save $66 here on that 1 month pass. When you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access Mindy's page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, and then you'll land right on Mindy's page, and you'll be able to go ahead and get signed up. All right, Mindy, we also put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks Mindy, which that you have up there now, as well as more content. Morning Steam, another show in the books today. Lots of content up there, and of course, they can also find you over on Discord, where you put up the games that you'll be covering for the show.
That's right. I got another play out, and it is also on a team total. So you can make sure you go ahead and check that out on Twitter today. And then, of course, there is a link there to where you can just go ahead and go right to where you can buy one of my packages. And like I said, make sure you use the promo code TonyT at checkout. And then make sure you go ahead and join us in the Discord here. So some folks were still a little bit confused about our change in schedule for Team Steam. So we will be in every Friday from now on. Our day off is going to be on Tuesdays now. We think that's a good day, a little bit of less baseball that day. A good day to have off for football there as well. So we're going to be taking Tuesdays off. So make sure you check us out every Wednesday through Monday. It's harder to get used to say. Wednesday through Monday, 8 a.m. Central, where we go over, the entire pro card, some selections here in college basketball. Of course, when there's only 4, we'll just go ahead and do all 4. And then, it's basically a place where we all get to hang out. You can sit back, enjoy your coffee, do some data entry at work. Maybe it's on your, drive to work, something like that. But it's a nice way to go ahead and get all of the edges early in the day to beat Vegas, right? You want to get those lines before they change. We know they're moving around. I mean, me and Ramon see it. We get up at 5. He gets up at 3. We're up there, checking out the lines to see how they've all are moving, because we want to make sure that you guys are in on those best lines. So we'll tell you where the steam is at, which players are out. And then, of course, our chat members help us too. They bring all of their goods, their data. They're all different handicappers. And we think when we get all of these great minds together, that we find the best plays out there. And you can see that by our record with Team Steam here on Tony's Picks. You can find us at the All Cappers tab. You can check out our win-loss records there. And of course, Team Steam, we're always up there towards we're up there for the yearly count here so far. So we're having a really good time, and we hope that you guys can join us. And then find us in the Discord as well. It's where we go ahead and continue all the talk. So you'll get more information there. You can ask us Cappers questions. You can also chat with your fellow Team Steam chatters. You have guys in there that are giving out their predicted totals, which I appreciate because that's kind of where, I start my handicapping from every day, all the numbers. And then, of course, you have folks that give me, the whole same game parlays, so I can use my free bets on the apps out there. I feel like I need to take advantage of those, and I really get some good ones, so I appreciate all the help there as well. But yeah, it's a good place to just kind of, be like a sounding board. Hey, I like this. What do you guys think? And I think so far it's been pretty successful. And we appreciate Tony and Ramon coming up with this great idea here for Discord, and for Tony allowing us to have one of the best morning shows out there that you can find, the first on YouTube. So make sure you join us every day.
That's right, guys. You can find the link to the Discord. Click the link there on the top of the chat, live chat. That'll take you right to the Discord. Lots of content in there. That's where the conversation continues. We're not live. A lot of our community members contribute with their data, and as for their picks, and of course Brent, someone puts in his numbers. Butterscotch with the Scotch locks are in there as well. So a lot of contributions there. People looking for the Scotch locks, the Queens as well. Yes, the Tifa in there. So people looking for these plays, and you find them there in the Discord. We may see some in-game stuff as we move forward. So lots of content in there from a lot of the community. We only really advertise this on our live shows, so a lot of the folks that you see commenting in our YouTube, those are the folks that are in there. So that's I kind of like that. We know who it is.
Right.
Latifah with a post right now. We just saw Latifah with a post right now in the Discord. I believe we
Latifah,
got
what are you doing over there?
So we just got some more folks. Maybe was that Latifah? Who was that? We just saw someone post in there. Who was it right now? Maybe go back to see. I thought it was Latifah because when I see that crown, I always think of Latifah, but it may not have been Latifah.
It had to be her.
You think it had to be Latifah? Let's see. We just got a post in there right now as we were talking. It was her. Let's see here. I'll see. Let me go. Actually, I got to. When you go into the Discord, click the folder there for the morning statement. It was Latifah. Let's bank, family. That was in there right now in the live chat. All right, Mindy, as always, great having you here on the show. Have yourself a great weekend, and we'll catch up with you again here on Game Day Picks on Monday.
All right, I gotta go change into my blue for the game. I'll leave this on for the Aztecs here tonight for Ramon. I'll root for his team as well.
That's right. There we go. Root for a matchup battle here between Creighton and San Diego State. We'll see how that rolls. I think you have the easier road though.
Well, I'm gonna say that's probably true.
Based on the point spread. Based on the ones for your favorite by 10, he's a dog by 7. So that's a
right. I would much rather have this situation. I would say
you're in the better position. All right, you're holding pocket aces.
Right.
Ramon's holding 2-7 offsuit.
Hey, you can split those 7s. Get another 7.
We're talking poker. 2-7, do 7.
Oh, I gotcha.
That's right. You're way ahead of the hand right now. All right, Mindy. Have a great weekend. Mindy Hahne here on